Now, if you've watched any episodes of Dream Makers, you know that we go on all sorts of hunts. We do everything from big bull moose to alligator and even some pronghorn hunts. But on today's episode, this first hunt, we're kicking it back to the classics. We're going on a good old-fashioned whitetail hunt. Now, whitetail deer are North America's most commonly hunted game species, and the reason being, they are everywhere. It is very easy for somebody to pick up a rifle, pick up a bow, pick up whatever, and get out there and do a little bit of whitetail hunting. Another reason that they're so popular is because of their antlers, how different they look. That's what makes them a trophy. As you can go out one year and shoot a nice typical frame wide buck, or you can go out the next year and shoot a gnarly beast that looks totally different, which is awesome. Now, our recipient that's on deck, this is gonna be his first whitetail hunt ever. His name's John, and I'd have to say, he's pretty excited to get it started.
Hi, I'm John Thomason. I was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma, stage 3B, back in 2013. I've been on the road to recovery since. Everything's been going well. Just want to say thanks to Outdoor Adventure Foundation.
So Dream Makers is brought to you by the Outdoor Adventure Foundation. And what the Outdoor Adventure Foundation is all about is making dreams come true. Now, we can't do that unless we've got the support of generous people, just like the guys at the Lazy 3 Ranch in North Dakota. Now, this ranch is owned by three buddies that they don't run any hunts, they've just got a lot of animals, and they love helping out the guys at the Outdoor Adventure Foundation.
Dave woke me up this morning about 5:30, got some coffee in us, took off to the blind.
Now, this hunt is taking place in North Dakota, and North Dakota is infamous for its beautiful scenery and wide open terrain. Now, normally when you're hunting in North Dakota, especially for mule deer and elk, you're gonna be covering a whole lot of ground. So something to keep in mind is that it is tough to hunt with a cameraman. You know, it's a whole extra piece of movement that you've got to take into consideration, especially when you're up in a tree stand or if you're on the move. But a box blind is a big help for that. So for this trip, the guys are gonna be hunting out of a blind, and hopefully it'll make it a little easier to kill whitetail buck. Now, John is a first-time deer hunter, so I got the feeling that the first buck that shows up, he's gonna be in trouble.
237. Like where that tip of the woods comes out over there. Where that tip comes out. It's just a hair under 200 yards. You see her. If you want to stop a deer, it's an elk call. Call. Or a coyote. They go like, what was that?
Yeah, I can't see it. It went in the bush again. It was in that grass. Oh, there's one coming out right now. In the grass.
Oh, yeah. Boy, the sun really lights them up when they're standing in the sun.
Yeah.
Right. See that one running? Coming straight at us. And then another doe. That's them first three. See, there might be a bunch of them. Could be a buck laying in there.
Now, when you're seeing a bunch of does, some guys might get bummed out and be like, there's nothing out here but does. But the good thing about does is normally they bring in bucks. These dreams were made possible by Cullen Children's Foundation, Sanford Health,
the Engelstad Foundation, and Scheels.
So the bucks start showing up, and true to form, they start coming out in tiers. First, a little Forky shows up. And then finally, a little bit of a bigger 6-point shows up. And he's looking mighty good to Jonathan.
If you see one that you like, let me just see.
This is 3x3.
If you like them, you can take them. It's up to you.
So Jonathan zones in on this buck, and he knows it's the one for him. But the deer start acting a little bit nervous. And you can tell by looking at them. There's one or two things going on. Either a person's walking up, or it's a dang coyote. So surprisingly, the deer don't blow out from the coyote. And Jonathan uses this little distraction to his advantage. So now they know John made a good shot on this buck. Now, you just gotta find him.
Well, first blood, huh?
Yeah, first time ever shooting a deer.
You know, I think there's something very important about a first-time hunter getting the whole experience. You know, not just pulling the trigger, but getting involved in tracking their animal and pulling their animal out and then cleaning their animal. It's not just about the kill. It's about the whole hunt and the whole experience, and you gotta soak it all in.
I want to say thank you to the Outdoor Adventure Foundation for the awesome hunt this morning. Had a great time. Got a beautiful little 6-pointer. Thank you to Savage for the rifle they donated. And thank you to Jack and Chuck from the Lazy 3 Hunting Ranch. Had an awesome time.
You know, something I never get tired of seeing when I'm watching these hunts is how excited the landowners are to have these kids out there and to make their dreams come true. I'm telling you, most of the time, they're more excited than the kids themselves.
Chuck, thank you so much for, again, a number of years in a row. You guys have been hosting the Outdoor Adventure Foundation and our recipients, and every time we've had such a great hunt.
Well, it's a privilege for Jack Pierce and myself and Pete Massett to be a part of the Outdoor Adventure Foundation and have these kids out here. And we are so happy to be able to host John Thomason on his first ever deer hunt. He's never shot a deer before, and I think he was pretty excited when he was able to not only get a chance to shoot, but get one too. And I think he got the whole experience here, and he was just smiling ear to ear.
You know, there's some people out there that have a problem with trophy hunting, and I don't get it. And to be honest with you, I don't think that they get it, because it's not about hanging up a dead animal head on your wall. It's about preserving that memory of the hunt and respecting that animal forever and making them a part of your home. And it doesn't matter if that's a big old monster buck or a smaller little buck that might be your first one. It's all about what's important to you and what's gonna make you keep that memory forever. All right, so we had a successful whitetail hunt with Jonathan, and I don't think it could have gone any better. He is literally all smiles. But now we're gonna be joining up with a young lady named Hannah, and we're gonna be going after the other deer, the mule deer. Stick with us, Dreammakers will be right back.
These dreams were made possible by Cullen Children's Foundation, Sanford Health, the Engelstad Foundation, and Scheels. If you've got a question, we've got an answer. This is Dreammakers Q&A.
All right, this is a good one. It made me laugh a little bit. It comes to us from Austin from Texas. He asks, I was just wondering, what do y'all do with the meat from all the animals you hunt? I'll take it if no one else wants it. Austin, I am sure there are a bunch of people out there that would do the same, but the answer to your question is that it goes to the recipient that takes the animal. These recipients take it home and they use it to feed their families, and it's also a great way for them to share the hunt and be proud of the fact that they provided that animal themselves. There aren't many better feelings in the world. Now, Austin, I can't blame you for trying. That's a really good question. And if you're out there and you've got a question for us, all you gotta do is head over to our Facebook page or go to our website, OutdoorAdventureFoundation.org. So if you're looking for mule deer, the guys at the Outdoor Adventure Foundation, they've got a special little honey hole where they know they can go to make it happen. It's called the Otawahi Ranch in Montana. And this ranch is owned and operated by Dwayne and Linda Ostendorf, who are about some of the best people you could ever meet. They do a ton of stuff for the Outdoor Adventure Foundation. They have a bunch of kids out and they take them on a variety of hunts. Now the guide on these hunts, his name is Kelly, and he's actually Dwayne and Linda's son. And he is one heck of a guide. So the recipient on deck, her name is Hannah, and she's had her share of medical issues in the past, but like all of our recipients, she doesn't let it stop her one bit. She is all smiles, she's got a great attitude, and she's definitely ready to get out and chase some mule deer. Now, the Outdoor Adventure Foundation specializes in making big outdoor dreams come true for its recipients. And while we take care of disabled veterans, a lot of our recipients are younger kids under the age of 25 that have life-threatening illnesses. And when we take these kids out, they have the time of their lives. Now, the chances are, if you're a member of the Outdoor Adventure Foundation, you're an active person. You want to get out there and you want to help with these hunts firsthand. And that's exactly the case with the founder of the Outdoor Adventure Foundation, Brian Solom, and Lieutenant General Buck Bedard. They try to go on as many of these hunts as they can and help out in any way that they can. So they're going to be joining Hannah on her first mule deer hunt.
So I suffer from a rare kidney disease called cystinuria, which caused me to actually lose my kidney last summer. And it's been a huge lifestyle change for me, and I have to watch a bunch of my food and what I'm taking and what I'm able to do. And I have to go through a lot. I have to take, a bunch of pills every day. And I have to do regular checkups too, and going down to the Mayo and getting ultrasounds.
Now, putting big smiles on our recipients' faces is what Dreammakers and the Outdoor Adventure Foundation is all about. But something else very important to consider is what these hunts mean to the parents. Put yourself in these parents' shoes for a second. You know, your child has had some medical issues in the past, and now they're getting to put all that behind them and go out and have the hunt of a lifetime.
Well, my daughter was diagnosed with cystinuria last summer, and when we found out what was going on, she was actually a double kidney failure. She had her surgery in June of last year where they needed to remove one kidney, and since then she's been being monitored very closely. When we first were notified by the Outdoor Adventure Foundation regarding the opportunity for Hannah to take a trip out to Montana, first of all, and to be able to shoot a mule deer, we were excited as well as Hannah. I can't tell you how the smile on her face was at our kitchen table when she was aware of that situation.
My name is Buck Bedard. I'm the chairman of the Nevada Outdoor Foundation for Nevada. And I'm here today with Hannah. We're in Montana, and Hannah's just getting ready to sight her rifle in, and we're going to hunt some mule deer this afternoon.
Yep.
Get back on safe. Now, just get comfortable. No, I think you're good right there. You got a full scope?
Basically.
And when you're ready, you just click it off and take the round.
You know, I gotta say, as far as guides go, you can't get much better than Kelly Ostendorf. He's done a bunch of guiding for the Outdoor Adventure Foundation and has had a lot of success with our recipients. So he's gonna be taking Hannah out and hopefully passing that same success on to her.
Whatever. I'll let you. You're the guide. Don't guide the guide.
Damn right.
Don't guide the guide.
Don't guide the guy.
And we're off.
So Hannah's been seeing a ton of mule deer, and she's got a little problem on her hands. She's been seeing too many bucks. You know, which one do I shoot? This nice guy over here, or this nice guy over here? Sometimes when you're in a situation like that, the best thing you can do is just sit back and wait until you see that buck that you can't help but pull the trigger.
These dreams were made possible by Cullen Children's Foundation, Sanford Health, the Engelstad Foundation, and Shields.
So apparently I've been hunting in the wrong spot. Okay, I haven't been hunting at the Otswahi Ranch, but Hannah is seeing a ton of action. She's seeing whitetails, she's seeing pronghorn, she's pretty much seeing it all. The only thing she hasn't seen is something that's made her want to pull the trigger.
He's a good 4x4. He's got really good tops. The only problem is he's gonna run if we try to drive over there.
Yeah. I don't think I can shoot him from here.
You could. The gun will do it.
I personally don't think I could. You maybe could.
So Hannah and Kelly decide to take this buck, but they gotta move quick and they've gotta get as close as they possibly can to set Hannah up for a shot.
Just know there's a pole. Good shot. What? 320 yards.
Actually?
Yeah.
Dang.
All right.
Hey, now I can
hug and a kiss.
Oh no, we don't do that. This is a big deer. Oh boy.
Hey, just like this, but try to get as low as you can so his horns are higher.
Okay.
So if you have to, you can kick your feet out the other way. Biggest thing is sit on your butt. There you go.
There you go. Yes, perfect.
Do I hold the horns or the ears?
The horns.
Well,
But also,
Don't put your hands around it.
yeah, and hold them out in front of you as much as possible. There you got it.
He's heavy. And like you hold it with, try holding his head up with one arm. He said now he can't shoot anything under 350. I said he's gonna be hitting 4 deers over now. Good job. Traeger now, I don't have to go to the weight room. I got my workout in.
Hey,
Good job.
get a hug. All right, good job.
Thank you.
Gorgeous. How far was the shot?
320.
320 yards.
You are kidding me. 320.
Congrats, Hannah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, wow,
And we were concerned about the 100-yard.
Look at the body.
Everybody there is blown away. 320 yards, no problem at all. She's got a mule deer buck on the ground.
He kept getting farther and farther away and then got a little nervous. But then he finally stopped and was like facing like this way towards us, so I had to aim up here. And then he walked a little more and then he stopped and then I shot him.
So it is pretty clear that Hannah and everybody else involved with this hunt is having a great time. You know, her parents are there, they got to experience it with her, and the guys from the Outdoor Adventure Foundation, and even her special little boyfriend.
Daddy?
Yeah?
I wanna sit on my girl, Hannah Lap.
Is she your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Okay. She was super excited once we got there, so that was really fun, and that's why we do this, is so that, you know, the kids can have a good time, and, you know, that makes our day just as much as them being able to shoot a deer and everything, so.
I would like to thank the Outdoor Adventure Foundation for giving me this amazing hunt today and this awesome experience. And I really hope other kids will be able to do this as well, because it's very eye-opening and it's just a great experience that a lot of kids should have.
I think my favorite part about the outdoors and hunting specifically is that when you go on a hunting trip with somebody, you know, even if you just met them, 90% of the time, by the time you leave, they're your family. And you're gonna remember those people forever. And you will probably go on more hunting trips in the future, because that's what the outdoors does to people. It brings them together and it creates memories that will last a lifetime. Now, if you want to get involved in the Outdoor Adventure Foundation and share in these memories, all you've got to do is reach out to us on our website or give us a call. We would be happy to answer any questions you have, and we would love it if you would get involved. I want to thank you guys for watching this episode. My name is Johnny Piazza, and we'll see you next time on Dream Makers.